What is up, everyone? Welcome into your late, out of date NBA season preview on the CE Sports Show. What is up, C? How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? We found a fucking window here to do the. We were trying to do it last night, but we got stuff to do. But here tonight, we found a window in between the first two games and the last two games. What man? The first two games, man. Milwaukee, Miami, overtime. Freaking at the end, Jimmy Butler gets his shot block. Milwaukee hangs on 109-107, and then Dallas Mavericks with the upset, man. Luka Doncic with a damn triple double. Jesus Christ, man. This fucking Clippers gonna fucking choke again. Jesus, is Kawhi Leonard one foot in LA, the other foot out of LA? What's going to happen now with the Clippers? Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, we start off the playoffs on the right note, dude. A great first game, like you're talking about, overtime, back and forth in that one. And we'll get into the games, dude. We'll get into the Clippers game, and we'll get into that Bucks one. But, dude, we got to start off with the chat now. Welcome into the chat, dude.
Let me turn on the damn chat, guys. Let me turn on the damn chat. Where's my preview here? There we go. No, that's, oh, my Lord, I always go on the wrong streams. Let me see here. Let's see the chat. Let's say hello to the chat. What up, Jose? What up, Jazz? What up, Bucks? What up, Mofo? What up, Bigwood? Hey, Mofo, shout out to you, man. Again, man. You're doing that. You're doing your magic. You picked the Mavericks to upset.
Yeah, dude, that's insane, dude.
Slowly, Aguas way. Dude, hey, Mofo, shout out to you. I know he's going to pick the Clippers. I think you found on. I know he's going to pick the Mavericks to win, man. I know him. He might get it right, dude. Oh, my Lord. Even Christus Porzingis, he only had 14 points, but at the end there with that slam dunk, he looked pretty healthy to me. So
he did, man. I thought the Clippers they need a lot of help to beat that Dallas team, dude.
Dude, the problem with the Clippers is they don't seem to have a third scorer, man. Like Reggie Jackson, but he only had 2 points. Batum. DeMarcus Cousins, he didn't even fucking play tonight. I'm like, DeMarcus Cousins did good for them the last few months of the season. He didn't play tonight. Lou Williams, Ty Lue, I don't know what the hell he's doing with the rotation. How the hell did they not play DeMarcus Cousins tonight? I don't understand that. I didn't understand that one at all. Let's see the chat here. Clippers coach must be hello. Clippers are gagging. The Clippers are gagging. Throw must be hollow by now. They're gagging it. They're gagging. They're choking, man. They're choking. I got Grizzlies taking. Dude, the Grizzlies got a team over there with fucking John Moran, Dylan Brooks, Jonas Valanciunas.
That would be a massive upset, man. If that happened, that would be crazy. I think the Jazz are favored by like 8 or 9 points to win that game, dude. So that'd be a crazy upset if that happened.
Yeah, I still think the Jazz have probably their threes are gonna fucking do it with Joe Ingles and Boban Bogdanovic and Mitchell, Mike Conley, and you know what? They're gonna be able to stop Valanciunas a little bit more with Rudy Gobert. That's gonna be a huge matchup right there. Valanciunas versus Rudy Gobert. That'll be a good matchup. What's up, Kobe? Welcome to the show. I think Kawhi lead. Yeah, that's what I told him. That's what I was thinking, Bucks. He's got 1 foot in LA, the other foot out of LA. They don't have.
Where, Steve? Where do you think he goes, dude? Golden State.
He said he wants to be in California because of his family. So yeah, I think he's gonna pull a Kevin Durant and he might go to Golden State 1 year, $25 million. But I can also see him go to the Lakers because you know what? LeBron's getting old. He's starting to get hurt. Kevin, what's his name? Anthony's always hurt. He might say, "Come here." The thing is, does he want to take the huge pay cut? He's gonna have to take a huge pay cut because
I don't know if that's like Kawhi. I don't know if Kawhi will do that. I think he's kind of more like a loner dude.
He loves that money. I know there was talks about Miami as well, but you're literally going the furthest outside of fucking Toronto. That's like the fucking farthest part of California, fucking Miami. There were some talks about Miami too, so I don't know. But he said he wants to stay in Cali because of his family. So it would either be the Warriors or the fucking Lakers. We'll see what happens.
I mean, it's only game 1, right? But
they can't stop Luka, man. They had this problem last year too. They can't stop Luka, man.
They can't stop him, bro. No, they have no one. Kawhi and Paul George, they thought they could defend Luka, but they can't, dude. They can't.
No, he's too quick for that, man. And you know,
especially when they run those like high pick and rolls.
Yeah, they freaking and they better hope that fucking Porzingis doesn't get his confidence because He might have gotten some confidence at the end with that slam dunk. He only had 14, and then you got that other kid, junior. What's his name? That kid, the shooting guard, Tim Hardaway Jr. He could do something, man. That's the problem with the Clippers, man. They don't have their supporting cast, man. It's not what it used to be. Like 2 years ago with Lou Williams, even last year, Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, they miss those guys. They don't have that.
I think just something happens in the playoffs with the Clippers. They're a good regular season team, and then the playoffs hit, and then they just completely choke, dude. They're Paul George. He had back-to-back air balls in that game.
Yeah, that guy's always holding a lawn chair. Always.
Yeah, I mean, and then Kawhi, he's a good player, man, but he's only one dude.
Yeah, they don't have a third scorer. That's the problem. I thought Reggie Jackson's supposed to be the third scorer, but he only had 2 points tonight. He stuck up the joint.
We'll see in that game too, man. We'll see how game 2 rolls around. Yeah, it's a must-win for the Clippers. Can't lose that shit.
Let's see. Am I streaming a game tonight? I don't know, Big Wood. Possibly the Portland-Denver game. We'll see. Middleton came clutch for the books. That's a huge – plus one. Yeah. The thing about that game was that fucking Butler, Adebayo, and Hero did not shot that well, and they still took it overtime. It took a freaking block at the end there by Milwaukee from Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I would be a little bit worried if I was Mike Budenholzer because they struggle from the field tonight, and they still find a way to almost win it outside of Duncan Robinson and Dragic. They didn't play that good as a team offensively. And the fact they almost still won that game, that's unbelievable. Think about Miami's, they play really good defense. And so in the playoffs, that's what matters. That's why they went on that run last year, because they play defense. So
we talked about that on the last play, in that this is a tough series to call. Like the emotion is going to say Milwaukee all day long, but the more you look into it, man, Miami Heat got a bunch of dogs in that team, and Bam, he's trouble for that matchup wise for the Bucks. They got no one to defend him, bro. Lopez, no way.
Yeah. Hey, at least Brook Lopez put up the points tonight. He put up 18 at least. I think everybody was almost everybody was in double digits in that starting lineup, I think, for the most part. 26 for Giannis, I think 27 for Middleton. I think Holiday had 20. Lopez had 18. Almost everybody scored double digits. Let me see here. Yeah, that's what we were talking about on Discord a few nights ago, Mofo, that he might go to Miami.
There you go.
He might go to Miami. Yeah, he might join the Heat. If he leaves us after 1 year and wins the championship, I'm saying thank you. Oh, if he goes to the Warriors, yeah, for sure, Jacobs. Rondo's not a scorer. He's a facilitator. They need a third scorer. It's not Rondo. Facts, Packers go. Clippers are chokers. Yeah, they're choking. Those goddamn beer fucking – yeah, they play good, but it's just that Miami, man, they should have whooped them the way they shot the ball tonight. Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Adebayo, and the fact they still took them to overtime was pretty impressive by Miami.
Miami started off really strong that game, bro. With Duncan Robinson taking advantage of DiVincenzo with that matchup. Yeah. DiVincenzo should not be a starter in the NBA,
dude.
Let alone for that Milwaukee Bucks.
DiVincenzo was a fantastic six-man for them, and ever since they got rid of who was it, Eric Bledsoe, they decided to make him the starting point guard, and it's just not working. It hasn't worked out for them. It has not worked out for them ever since they.
Props to Middleton, man. I talked a lot of trash about Middleton in the past.
Yeah, me too.
He buried that freaking shot, man.
And I think some of the pressure too has been taken off. I think of the arrival of Drew Holiday. So I think it's like now we have now it's just not me. It's like almost two Robins now. You know, it's Giannis is the Batman. He's got two Robins now, and Holiday and Middleton. And maybe that took some pressure away from Middleton. So let's see here. Finney Smith, yeah, Finney. Like I tell you, Mofo, Luka had a much better supporting cast tonight than with the Clippers. It's just two stars, Kawhi and Paul George. The supporting cast.
And then Paul George is a choker, dude.
And Paul, yeah, you can't trust Paul George. That's why I'm thinking Kawhi's gonna leave, unless they make it at least to the Western Finals. I think Kawhi's out of there, and that might not even be enough for Kawhi.
Game 2 is going to be massive.
Bronson played good out of the bench in that fourth quarter. Yeah, he did. What up, Alex? How you doing, Alex? Yeah,
Hey,
Bronson,
what's
Jalen
up, Alex?
Bronson.
How you doing, bro?
There's so many guys that like the fucking Clippers wish they had one of them. Jalen Bronson, Finney Smith. They wish they had just one of what's his name? I always call him Kevin Porter, or Michael
Yeah,
Porter. Tim Hardaway. It's because of all these junior guys. Tim
yeah,
Hardaway. They wish they had one of those three. The damn Clippers.
exactly.
Going back, Raptors or Warriors. There were even some talks that he might go back to San Antonio. I don't think so though.
Oh man,
I don't. Is he gonna pull?
I don't know
line
about San
and go back to
Antonio. No.
I don't think so. I
Toronto,
don't think
maybe, dude, if they get rid of Lowry and then get some pieces for Kawhi, you can go back
that's
to
not a
Toronto.
championship team with just Kawhi.
Nah, but they have what's it called? Siakam. I mean, he took a big step down, right? They have the OG Bayou. I mean, I'm just trying to throw stuff out there, man.
They got rid of because the only guy they got rid of was Norman Powell, right? That's it.
Yeah, he's gone. He's actually with the Blazers, dude. Now,
Yeah, and they
talking
added
about
some.
Portland. Talking about Portland, see, we got that huge matchup tonight, man. There's a lot of shit on Twitter going back and forth between Portland fans and Denver fans. This is a super close series, man. This one, in terms of the
A lot of people are picking Portland. Yep.
yeah. A lot of people are picking Portland in this one, just to get the revenge. Right? People thought the Clippers were going to do the same shit today. See, what are your thoughts about this series, dude? Portland and the Denver Nuggets, dude.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Portland. I'm worried about the supporting cast for Jokic. I mean, you got Kevin. There you go, Michael. Again, I'm messing up these guys. Michael Porter and Kevin. Kevin? Jesus Christ. Aaron Gordon, but they don't have enough experience, man. Michael Porter's only his second year, and then Aaron Gordon, he was in the match with the Magic. That's not really good power. You're getting screwed every year in the first round. So that's what I'm worried about. Like Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon, they haven't played in a lot of big games. I'm worried about that. Where Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, they have.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And they've been interviewing Damian Lillard all week long, and they've been asking about this game, and he's just basically echoing what you're saying. Like they learned from last year, and they're coming in for revenge. Man, Portland is it's tough to pick against them, dude. Especially what they did to them recently, right? They had that must-win game against the Nuggets, and they blew them out, dude. In that,
yeah,
I mean, who knows if Denver wanted to play that game, because they would have played the Lakers, I guess.
Yeah, man, they got just like the Suns got screwed this year. But I mean, what happened with that? They had all those injuries last year. That's why they were so lower seeded. If McCollum and Nurkic don't get hurt, they would have been like a 5th seed or something last year. The problem was they barely got in last year because of all the injuries. Otherwise, they would have been like they were like the Lakers of last year, if you remember, the Trailblazers. They got all those injuries until they barely got into playoffs. But when healthy, they're like a 4th or 5th seed. That's where they are this year, right? What are they this year? The 6th seed?
They're the 6th seed, yeah.
Yeah,
and Michael Porter Jr., dude, he's probably going to be like the main dude that's going to have to step up for the Nuggets, man.
Yeah,
he's going to have to take a lot of shots in this shit, and if they want to beat, because Portland they don't play defense, right? All they want to do is score buckets. So if you're Denver, I mean, if you're the coach, you have 2 options, right? I mean, do you have the firepower to put up with that, or do you want to play a defensive battle and knock these dudes around and try to make it more physical? Because they have size.
The one that they're lucky is that they don't have what's his name, Hassan Whiteside anymore, because that could have been a problem for Jokic. So they're lucky they don't have Hassan. That would have been key if Hassan Whiteside. So they're lucky they don't have him anymore. So that's good for Denver because then that can leave it wide open for They still got Nurkic though. But yeah, I obviously he'll do his thing. Jokic. The question is who's gonna be at least that Robin? Is it gonna be Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon? He needs that Robin.
It's gonna have to be Michael Porter Jr., man.
Yeah, I trust Michael Porter.
He had a good year this year. He had a really good year this year in terms of stats. But the playoffs is a whole different animal, right? These sophomore NBA players, they don't really. He could do it. We'll see. We're gonna find out tonight, man. If he could step up, dude, and with that against that Portland team. To his credit, though, he's gonna have Jokic to back him up, man.
Yeah, exactly. He needs Yeah, he's gonna be one of those guys to really become. Remember last year, Jamal Murray was doing huge for them, backing up Jokic. He even had some games like 45, 50 points versus Utah. I remember.
Yeah.
What up, Meg? Congratulations, man. Yeah, huge win. Luka was fantastic with that triple-double, 31 points. Huge win, man.
It was a massive win, dude. Set the tone
Nuggets
in that freaking series, dude, and build on that tone.
Nuggets in 7, Jacob. We'll see.
Yeah, I could see this series going 6 or 7 games, dude, easily.
Yeah, I think we're having a lot of 6 and 7 guys. I think a lot. And we might not have any sweeps. Maybe Philadelphia over Washington. That's about it. Everything else might go 6 and 7.
I think the 2 number 1 seeds have a good shot to sweep, man. The Sixers and the Jazz. I know Memphis, they had really good games in the play-in tournament, but I kind of feel Utah might come out to make a statement. Like they might try to come out and we'll see. We'll get into that Utah one. But going right back to this Denver Portland seed, there's your injury report today for the Nuggets. Big losses right there, right, with Jamal Murray and Austin Rivers also might be out tonight, dude, with the protocols.
So also no Will Barton and fucking PJ Dozier. Damn. That's a shooter for them, Will Barton. Austin Rivers.
They're gonna have to play big. They're gonna have to half court.
They're gonna need Jokic to go off tonight for like 45 or 50.
Oh man.
It's not looking good for them. Then that's my sweep. Yeah, fucking you saw Brett Stevenson. They said if I was a fan of the Celtics, I wouldn't be too positive heading into the series. So yeah, he kind of fucked up right there. Like Marianne said in front of the show, she said that guy he keeps saying that she's gonna end up being a fan in about 2 weeks, not a coach.
Props to Marianne, dude. She got every single game right in the play-in tournament.
Dude, Marianne, man, she fucking smart. Marianne, man,
we need to get her back on here, bro, and put some money on her picks, dude.
Exactly, freaking Marianne. And then our good friend Wood, I think went 0-6. Jesus Christ!
Oh, dude, there was only 4 games, bro. How could you go 4-6?
Because I think he got. I don't know if he. Well, if you get the 4, how can you get the other 2 right if you don't have anybody? It's like a March Madness bracket.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Let's see here. I want to read some comments because I do see some long paragraph, and I hate when I don't read paragraphs. Comments. Would this team win a championship? Curry, Clay? Yeah, I think they would be. The Lakers would have to really do. I think they would have to add a 3rd star if Kawhi goes to the Warriors. They would be the favorites along with the Brooklyn Nets probably. Bucks in 7 over Heat. Both teams are very good on defense, and both teams like to shoot threes, and both teams are very physical. And it's gonna come down to better big 3. And yeah, I think the Bucks got more pressure because of Mike Budenholzer. And if you don't win this series, he's at the door. He's gonna get fired. So yeah, they gotta win. Hey, what up? What up, Santos? Long time no see, man. How you doing, lady? Welcome to the show. How you doing? Hey, how you doing, Santos? I got Nets in 5 or 4. I got Nets in 5 or 4. Santos. If Mavs are able to stop Batum Dynamite, Nicholas Batum, and game 2, I'll say Mavs sweep. Ooh, but Nicholas Batum, I bet you bottom him. Really? Ooh, I bet you bottom him. Batum is the only one who played well for the Clippers. What about you? You're talking about the supporting cast, I'm assuming. Taking Kawhi and George out of the way.
Man, they're gonna have a lot of trouble defending Luka, dude. That's
they
high fucking pick and roll that he likes to do. That's gonna be crazy.
I'm going Nuggets. You know what? Like low key, dude. I know this is gonna be like laughable, but maybe they would have been better off trading for Lonzo instead of Rondo, because Lonzo would have been able to guard Luka better.
Yeah, but the playoff experience, right? I don't know if Kawhi would have.
That's the problem. But as a defender, Lonzo would have had a better chance to stop. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you got to go with Rondo if he's available, man. That guy has a good playoff run. But
we're gonna see what Ty Lue creates to defend Luka in game 2. If it's the same shit, if he rolls out the same exact game plan, they're done. They're fucking
I
good.
mean, can you at least play? Did he forget about DeMarcus Cousins? Did he forget he was on the team? Can you at least send him out there a few times? He had a pretty good season at the end there.
He got locked in with Ibaka.
Yeah, that's yeah. Ibaka even got us to a good start, but I think maybe he hit a wall. I think he's too old to like. I don't know. He was good like in January and like February, but then I think he hit a wall. He had some injuries.
He got some
I don't
injuries.
know. I'm going Nuggets in 7. Nuggets in 7. Damn, mofo. We gotta listen to we gotta take mofo seriously because he's good at picking.
Okay.
Lakers or Suns? I'm gonna go with the Lakers. Damian said ESPN gonna blow them out. Damn. Let me see.
Talking about the that Lakers what do you think about that series, man? That's an interesting series. Also,
Yeah.
A lot of love for the Suns on Twitter, dude. A lot of people are picking them to win the first game of the series on this one.
Oh, the Lakers. Remember last year they in the first 3 rounds they went 0-3 in game ones versus Portland, Houston, and Denver. So it's possible for sure.
It's a crazy series, this one, because we were just in the play-in, right? I mean, I was doubting the Lakers to make the playoffs a couple of days ago, and now here we are. I mean, this is how it was a couple of days ago, when the Suns found out they were going to play the Lakers. Suns fans were pissed off on Twitter. They were talking a bunch of shit, complaining about playing the Lakers. And now today they're feeling a lot more confident in the.
They got me confident that they have gone on.
Yeah.
And remember the report that came out? I don't know who it was. Somebody on ESPN. I don't know if it was Kendrick Perkins or somebody said that he talked to LeBron James on the telephone, and LeBron told him, "I'm only playing on one leg." So I don't know if LeBron is being dramatic or not. He might be being dramatic.
I think he's being very dramatic, dude. Yeah. Especially in the previous game with the eye poke. You know how he said that he was seeing 3 rims and he aimed for the middle one. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, that's a little bit. It's too extra. He's too,
Yeah,
you don't gotta say all that shit.
He's trying to find a way to, like, if he wins it, you got to start putting me in the GOAT conversation with Michael Jordan, because I only played on, I wasn't 100% and I still won a championship. And so.
Right. The thing I like about the Lakers a lot, is that even though they had a really shitty year in terms of wins and losses, they were number 1 in defensive rating all throughout. Even when they were playing shit, like when they went like 20 and 24, they were still number 1 in defense. Their offense, was not good at all. So I guess that's something to
scoring droughts.
Yeah, that's a big issue too, man. They got to eliminate those scoring droughts.
But that's what like I think at the end there, before LeBron and Anthony came back, they were losing a lot because they were playing the defense. What happens with them is they go on scoring droughts, but they're able to stay in the games because of the defense. And I think towards the end, they were really missing the defense of Anthony LeBron. But yeah, that's the key for them. They gotta. It's almost like it's okay for them to go on scoring droughts as long as they defend, and then eventually they're able to get on a scoring run. But yeah, they got to defend, because they will go on scoring droughts. It's almost like at this point you have to accept it. That's just who they are. So they got to make sure they do defend at all times, so that they don't fall behind by too much.
And okay, so the Phoenix Suns, right? I mean, they're gonna come with CP3. A lot of experience in that guy, right? He's got a lot of playoff experience, but the team, I feel they don't have it, especially like the bigs, right? DeAndre Ayton, Kamenetsky, and Dario Saric. Those 3 guys are gonna have to defend freaking Drummond, AD, Montrezl Harrell. I mean, I think that's the main matchup for the Lakers. Like, you gotta focus on the bigs, and you gotta take advantage of the Suns' bigs, because I don't think they're gonna be able to hold them down.
Yeah, Frank Kaminsky and Dario Saric are 3. They're like Kevin Love. They're big men, but they're 3-point shooters. They're not gonna do shit. And Ayton, I don't think he's ready for that shit yet either. So yeah, they're gonna have a problem with those 2 bigs. The question is, if we know Anthony's gonna do his thing, is Drummond gonna even be a factor? We got to take him out in the second half in that Warriors game, because he's got a great chance here to really get himself going in this series for the future. Andre Drummond. But yeah,
he does, bro. He has a big advantage to step up and put some numbers up. I mean, I looked at his numbers in that game against the Warriors. Like, I think I mentioned 17 minutes. He was only -1, but it's the fouls, bro. I mean, the game is completely different for the Lakers, right? But it's weird how he was only -1. I would have thought he was like -10, -12, but
Yeah, he's I like maybe just start Montrezl Harrell at the 4, at the power forward, and have Anthony in the Anthony's so good at the 5, but he doesn't want to play it. I don't know why he wants to be a 4. I don't know why.
he
He's
gets
so
injured
good
too much, man. He doesn't like to get like hit, and he doesn't like
Yeah,
to get
he's a
elbowed.
finesse guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
he's
problem.
super finesse, man. He's super finesse, which is
Dude,
fine because I mean that's his style.
yeah, I guess. Dude,
Right.
Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, they would have not given a shit. They would have played to the 5. That's what's going to separate them from Tim Duncan or Kevin Garnett. I think that he don't want to do that shit, man.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett or Tim Duncan,
why he never
have
put
no
any
problem
weight
with
on.
the 5.
That's probably why AD never put any weight on, like because he wants to protect that number 4.
Yeah, exactly.
He could bulk up, bro. He's got the frame to be like 260, 270.
Yeah, like
but
Tim Duncan or
he's probably like 240, 230. Yeah, he's he's
Yeah,
not
like
a young guy
20.
anymore. He's like 28, 20, 27. How old is he?
I think 28. I think 28.
Yeah, so I mean, it's about time that but that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, he does that.
A bunch of comments in the chat, bro. My bad.
Let me see here. Let me see. I only got the Celtics. Yeah, you know how to pick, crazy motherfucker. You know how to pick. If Bucks win game, I'm going with Bucks in 6. I think they're gonna shoot much better though. Those guys, Hero Butler, and Adebayo, are gonna play better. I think Michael Porter Gordon will be fine and help Jokic stay better. Otherwise, you guys are done. You're also missing Will Barton and possibly Austin Rivers. Lakers, Suns, fun Pacific Division matchup. To me, depends on game 1. So if Lakers win game 1, I'll say Lakers in 5. Remember last year they lost 3 out of the 4 game 1, so it might not even matter. Yeah, LeBron's becoming a Hollywood actor. Jesus Christ.
Bro, I was seeing 3 rims out there. Come on.
Suns in 6. LeBron will flop and cry in game 6 to try to win. Maybe Jacob. Lakers in 6 if goes off and Drummond. Hopefully Drummond, he needs to do something. Hey there, C's. Hey, what up, Cowboy? Congratulations on your win tonight, Cowboy. Congratulations, huge win tonight,
Big
man.
win, man. Big win. Set the tone. Nick and
Luka, fantastic 31 double. Hey, I feel bad for Golden State Warriors that went from a LeBron James game winner to a Draymond Green miss. Yeah, I thought they I don't know. I thought they lost the juice and they left it all on the line in that game versus the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a massive emotional game against the Lakers.
Yeah, very emotional drought. Yeah.
Right.
And
then to come back again on 1 day's rest. And the game plan for Steve Kerr, it was good, but I think he relied too much on Curry because Curry wasn't shooting that well, and his team was playing well. Like this team was moving to run the ball.
Yeah.
And
Jordan
should have used the Warriors.
Jordan Poole played a lot better versus Memphis than he did against the Lakers.
It was a winnable game for the Warriors, but Kerr stuck with Curry all the way through. And I mean, Curry's the 33-year-old man, and he has to run so much, dude, and run through the screens and all that shit. And I think Kerr should have devised a better game plan. It was the same shit again.
Yeah. Especially when you got guys like Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole actually having pretty good games. Like I think Wiggins had 23 and Jordan Poole had 19, so they could have got those guys a little bit more involved there at the end.
Iverson's he likes the Suns to take game 1, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if they took game 1, honestly.
Yeah, Lakers, like I said, they have history. Well, at least LeBron James seems to have history of losing game 1s. So it's very possible that.
But I'm going to echo what Mofo said about that the Lakers. I think they have to win that game 1, just because of this year, the way things went for them, right? All the injuries and like the struggles and stuff. I don't think they could have, because last year they were the number 1 seed, bro, and they had that huge time off. I think this year they got to win that first game. Man.
Yeah, huge. Last year they were healthy. This year, who knows? According to LeBron, they're not healthy. He's playing on 1 leg. If we had Kevin Love, I beg your pardon, Clay. Okay, Clay. It's a little bit weird. Clay, we would be 4th seed. Yeah, you guys. let's see how Clay. I mean, let's see how he comes back. I mean, it's a terrible situation, you know, ACL and Achilles. But let's see how he comes back. Let's see how he comes back, because if he comes back to what he used to be, at least on the offensive side, you guys could be a championship contender again. Especially if Kawhi leaves the Clippers and goes to like Miami or something, or even joins you guys. But I think a lot of it has to do how Klay Thompson plays. I think defensively he's not going to be the same player again. But offensively,
we're gonna find out, man. Hopefully he is, dude.
Yeah, he just catch and shoots, so he'll be fine. But defensively, he's not going to be. Yeah, that's where he's probably going to lose.
2 years off of the National Basketball Association, and all these young kids getting more experience and running around. Man, we're going to find out about Klay Thompson, dude.
Yeah, let me see these comments. My picks for tonight: Nets and Nuggets. Okay, nice. But you always get them right. I also see Sports Luka played well, and so did Tim Hardaway Jr., Dennis Finney Smith, and Jalen Brunson. But yes, this is a despite KP not playing. Yeah. Like I said, the huge difference was your supporting cast, where the Clippers
they didn't miss Seth Curry, bro. They didn't even miss that guy. I thought that was going to be a major disadvantage this year, but bro, those guys stepped up for him.
Yeah, and then you got JJ Redick, although he might be washed up. He struggled with New Orleans, and now with I don't know. He might be done, but yeah. You guys,
he's been a bad defender the last couple of years, and his shot is gone this year. So what's the point of even playing?
He's had a terrible season. He might be washed up. But yeah, your supporting cast was much better than the Clippers. The Clippers supporting cast was terrible tonight. That was the difference. My pick for tonight is Blazers and Nets. Okay, Jazz. This time there's fans in the arena. So game one are big. Yeah, dude. You saw all those fucking fans. Plus, they had a fucking watch party outside in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Milwaukee, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, this could be Milwaukee. Remember when Toronto had all those watch parties?
Yeah.
And they went to the finals?
They're trying to do that shit.
Shot from Milwaukee, man. And talking about the fans, dude. So Atlanta's doing what Mofo's talking about. They're going to be having a bunch of fans in their stadium for the first time. And what a coincidence is when they're going to play the Knicks in the playoffs, dude.
Yeah. And you know what's going to happen? I have a feeling that when they go to the Mavericks and Clippers, they barely had fans tonight. But when they go to Mavericks, there's going to be much fans. So I'm wondering, I was telling my father, imagine, especially if it's 2-2 or the Mavericks are winning the series for Game 5, I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden Steve Ballmer is like, oh, we're letting the people in.
I think they said on
Dallas.
They said the 15th of June is for California, for Los Angeles. They're going to have a full capacity. But maybe like they could pressure the politicians and be like, no, bro, we need this sooner than later. It might be too late, dude.
I heard baseball's going to be first because they're outside. It's easier. And then basketball's going to take a little bit longer. But then again,
so they might even have to wait more.
You had Canelo do fucking 70,000 people inside. You have the WWE announced they're going full capacity in July. So I don't know, man. It's weird. But like you said, maybe they pressure the politicians, the governors, and to do it faster.
Steve Ballmer.
Yeah, because when they go to, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more full in Dallas. And when Steve Ballmer sees that shit, I think he's going to want to pressure Newsom into allowing more fans in, especially if it's tied 2-2 or Mavericks are winning like fucking 3-1 or some shit or 2-1.
Now, for the Lakers, I kind of feel like they play well on the road when fans talk shit to them. I kind of feel like LeBron.
I love that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves that shit, dude. So I'm not too worried about the Lakers, but for other teams, like teams like this, like Atlanta, having full capacity in their home arena, it's big news for them, bro, because it wasn't going to be like that, and that could be a big advantage for them in the series because it's the numbers wise, it's a very evenly matched series, bro. Offense, it's going to be like you mentioned, an offensive team versus a completely defensive team. And we're going to watch these dudes do battle, man. This is a great series for if you're an NBA fan or a basketball fan. I think this is going to be a great one right here.
Yeah, and some people were telling me that Atlanta just has too much firepower offensively with Trae Young and John Collins and Della Gallinari. Then obviously you got on the defense, rebounding, you got Clint Capella, Cam Reddish. They were telling me that it's too much offense for New York, but I don't know. Tom Thibodeau.
New York also puts up good numbers on 3-point shooting, dude.
Yeah.
They're not that far off, dude. And this dude was a monster against the Hawks this year. Julius Randle, 37 points a game, 12 boards, dude. He shot 50% from 3 in 3 games against the Hawks. This guy.
Yeah.
Because they don't respect the 3-pointer.
It's
right?
going 7.
Like,
I don't know who's winning, but it's going 7.
How many times have you seen this season, like, Julius Randle have a completely open 3-point shot? And, right, because they either like the switches or they don't respect the shot, and he drills that shit, dude.
Yep. That goes 7. How can Warriors, they have, okay, I read that already. I feel like the Nets might lose. I don't think so, Jacob, but we'll see. The chemistry, only 8 games. Mavs having full capacity. That's what I'm telling you, mofo. When Steve Ballmer sees that shit for Game 5, he's gonna pressure Newsman, the governor. It's in Lakers' DNA to make the other team's fans rage. Yep. You already know, man. You already know. They're the most hated team in the NBA, the Lakers, by far. Remember last year, people were telling me they don't deserve the championship. Miami doesn't have Dragic and Adebayo.
Bro, I remember during the Kobe years, man. Like everyone in the NBA hated the Lakers and Kobe except LA.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing now. Like, I mean, you know how it is as a Laker fan.
Yeah, even especially when they had Shaq and Kobe, that they hated them. They dominated the league. What was it, like 4 finals in 5 years and won 3 out of the 4?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I know people were super happy in 2004 when Detroit won. that was a stacked team, man. I can't believe we lost, man. Fucking Shaq, Kobe, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Derek Fisher. I was pissed.
Bro, it was too good to be true, man. Whenever something's too good to be true, usually something happens.
How the hell do you win with just Kobe and Shaq and you lose with Gary Payton and Karl Malone? Like, I don't understand. And they messed up
too many people cooking in the kitchen, bro. There's just only gotta be 1 or 2 chefs.
They messed up the chemistry, Karl Malone and Gary Payton. They fucking messed it up. What up, RQ3? Welcome to the show. Yeah, the Clippers gagging, man. Still mad. NBA blocked Chris. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. That's like 10 years ago. Let it go, man. Let it go.
So right there, see, there's the 3-point shooting for the Knicks, dude. I mean, people are talking about the Hawks, but this is not a bad shooting team either, man. They don't really show it, right, because their main emphasis is making you quit on defense. And we're going to see, dude. We're going to see about that one. So we talked about this game already. We talked about the series, bro, Milwaukee and Miami. It's going to be a great one, bro. It's going to be a great series. Game 2, hopefully Miami comes out with the same intensity. I'm kind of feeling they might lower it a little bit after that crushing loss in the first game. But it's a veteran ball club, dude. We're going to find out about that game 2.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, impressive for Miami because, like I said, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and Adebayo didn't have good games. Then they still found a way to take it overtime. So huge confidence, even though you lost, for Miami heading into game 2.
Jimmy Butler had that clutch shot, but he shot very bad a bunch of turnovers also for the ball club.
And he took a lot of hard falls in that game too.
There's that freaking shot, dude, by freaking Chris Middleton, man. That was a monster shot, dude. Because look how covered he was.
Because he's been known for choking in the playoffs. So that was a good. Like I said, I think he feels confident this year that it's not only him but Holiday being the Robbins to Giannis.
There you go.
Let's see. Mofo says Sixers, Lakers, Knicks, Jazz. My picks for tomorrow. Yeah, Sixers should win, and then the other 3, who knows? Yeah, the Sixers might. That might be. I don't think Westbrook. The thing is, man, I don't even know, man, because I didn't like the way he looked in the playing game versus Indiana and Boston. He didn't look too explosive to me.
Man. Philly's been rested. They're chilling, dude. Who's gonna cover Embiid?
Yeah. No, and they have like Dipole. It's gonna be on fucking Bradley Beal, and they're gonna have Simmons on fucking Westbrook. And then who's?
You called it too, man. You called it. You said Westbrook. You don't trust him in big games, and he choked
looked
again.
I was not impressed with. like even I thought so. He had like 21 points, I think, and the Boston game. I thought he was going to come out and drop like 40, 50 on Indiana. He only had like 18. So
I kind of feel like Washington. I kind of feel they look at the other team and like they play based on like can we beat them? If they think they can, they'll play hard. But if they look at their team like fuck, we can't beat these guys, then they'll just like cruise control through the game. Because okay, in that Boston and Washington game, there was a lot of fouls called against the Wizards, right? A lot of them, and I kind of feel they kind of gave up as the game went on. They didn't like fight through it. They just like, especially in that fourth quarter, dude. In that fourth quarter, they faded, man, and Boston just poured it on.
yeah,
So
they gave
talking
up.
about Boston, man, they're gonna have that series coming up against the Nets. How do you see this
Yeah,
series
Brad
going?
Stevenson. He said, "Well, if I was a fan of the Celtics, I wouldn't be too confident about this." I'm like, "What are you doing, you moron? Seriously, what kind of message are you saying your team? What the hell?"
Exactly,
I mean, is
man.
this going to go over in four? What do you think? 5?
Man, I think the Nets should sweep them.
Yeah,
They should, but since it's the NBA, they might get a game or
I
something.
think the
If the
Nets
refs
are.
are going crazy and calling a bunch of fouls on
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
and also I think Steve Nash and D'Antoni and like those guys might say, you know what? We only play like 7, 8 games together all year, so they might try to experiment some shit, especially if they take like a 2-0 lead or like a 3-0 lead. So they might try to experiment some new shit for the future, for like if they got to play Milwaukee and Philadelphia in the future, and they might lose a game or two because they're
I
just
don't
gonna
know, man.
experiment shit for the future.
I would pick the Nets to win every single game. I
Yeah, I
don't.
wouldn't be surprised.
I
I
would. I
mean,
think there could be three. We talked about no sweeps. There could be three. It could be like the Nets, Philly, and Utah. They'll have the potential to sweep, dude. But last
yeah.
year I think there was 3 sweeps last year in the first round.
Well, last year I remember vice versa. Boston swept Philly in the
Yeah,
first round, remember?
yeah, exactly.
And then who else swept? I can't remember who else swept. I think Toronto, right? They
I
swept.
think Toronto swept. I'll look it up right now, but there was 3 of them. I looked it up a couple of days ago.
What about Grizzlies can at least one game? Yeah, I think the Grizzlies can pull it out. John Moran, he really impressed me last night, closing out that game. Dylan Brooks can play.
Dylan Brooks, bro.
Although Valanciunas might get limited with Rudy Gobert, he's not going to do what he did on, was it Friday or Wednesday or Thursday? What he did against San Antonio. It was Thursday. 23 rebounds. He's not going to do that versus Rudy Gobert. But yeah, I mean,
So it was Toronto, Boston, and Miami. They had the sweeps in that last year.
who did
Miami
Miami?
swept the Pacers.
And then who did
Toronto
Toronto?
swept the Nets.
Oh, that
Brooklyn.
was the Nets last year without their stars. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because the Lakers and the Bucks went 5 with Orlando and Portland.
I think the Nets have to sweep, bro. Look at the freak. They have Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Tatum's nice.
Last year they were playing
right?
with who? Curtis LeVert and
Dinwiddie.
Yeah. Huge difference. And they might get Spencer Dinwiddie back. There's possibly, right? At some point they said he might come back. That's another Jesus Christ. See, that's what they need though. They need like that supporting cast. But yeah, so yeah, Philadelphia, they got swept last year. Brooklyn got swept last year. They might do the honors this year. Philadelphia might sweep Washington, and Brooklyn might sweep Boston. Bucks, he can upset the Nets in the second round. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people got the Nets getting eliminated in the second round. They're
gonna hopefully not, bro. I have them going over to the finals, dude.
Yeah, a lot of people think they're gonna get bounced in that second round. Remember, we watched them versus Giannis not too long ago. Remember they played 2 games. They did that.
He beat them twice.
3 games, 2 nights, and or 3 nights and 2 games. And I think Giannis had like both games had like over 30 points. They had no answer for Giannis. Yeah. They had no answer for Giannis, man. So Yeah, and same thing. Anabayo can go off on them. They don't have a big man. They got that Clester guy and Blake Griffin, Jeff Green, but those guys they're not 7 foot. So Anabayo and Giannis and Joel Embiid are gonna have a field day. That's why that was a huge hit when they lost on LaMarcus Aldridge because he was like the closest thing to a big man.
Yeah, that sucks that we get Milwaukee and the Nets in round 2. I kind of wanted that to be the conference finals.
Yeah, but it's a 3. It has to be
Philly.
3.
Right.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. You usually get that a lot of times you get that 3-2 matchups too early. I remember. Yeah, I tempted to have Bucks out of. Who do you have out of the East, Mofo? I know a lot of people are picking Bucks and Lakers in the finals. So I don't know, man. I don't know the way they played tonight versus they barely beat Miami. I don't know, man. Philadelphia might be the one.
Philly, it's because that series, Milwaukee and Nets. What if they beat each other up? What if it's a long series and the Philly just cruises all the way through? It could be Philly, right?
And you see Milwaukee's path would be hard as fuck. It would be Miami, Brooklyn, and Philadelphia. You're literally they're gonna earn that championship if they win it. They're gonna earn it. Like seriously,
some Hall of Fame shit for Giannis too.
That'd be some crazy ass shit. That'd be a huge accomplishment for Giannis for his legacy. Right now, I have Sixers, but might change it to Bucks. Yeah, let's see how let's see how Philadelphia. I mean, it's not a good
Philly, dude, they're gonna play the winner of the Hawks and the Knicks, dude.
Yeah, and if it's the Hawks, they might win in 4 or 5.
Either team will win in less than 6 games.
Yeah, because they're gonna beat each other up. Atlanta and New York, they're gonna be tired. Whoever meets Philadelphia, where Philadelphia's probably gonna be rested. They're gonna only take like 4 or 5 games versus Washington. It's not a good challenge.
Right now, see, let me ask you, see, right now, who would you pick to be in the finals, dude? Or Lakers out of the West?
If healthy, the Lakers out of the West. Out of the East, it's hard, man. Fuck.
I mean, you got 3 options, right? Unless you want to go something crazy and pick a 4th or 5th or 6th seed.
So Doug Rivers, outside of that Boston year, he's never won a championship despite having a lot of talent. And then Milwaukee's known for choking. And then Brooklyn, only 7-8 games in the regular season. It's hard.
It is very difficult. It's I'm gonna stick with the Nets, dude. But it's very popular pick, right? And remember last year, if it was Clippers and Bucks, right? Everyone was Clippers and Bucks last year, and they both got bounced out. And now this year it's like Nets, and they could get bounced, dude. But I'm gonna stick with that one. It was my pick from a while ago, and I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, there you go, Jets fan. Lakers versus Nets NBA Finals.
Right. I have Knicks and 6 versus Hawks. Okay. All right.
That's gonna be a great freaking series, man.
I like it. Like, you remember a few years ago when, like, from like 2015 to 2019, it was 2016. Well, yeah, when we had back to back finals, every year was the same shit, right? Lakers and Cavaliers and Warriors. So it's
you think it comes back again now? You think they come back with Nets and
Warriors? The thing is that Clay's probably not going to be the defender he used to be, so that's the thing.
No, I mean, what if it's like Lakers, Nets, like the trilogy? Like this is like the first year, and then you know what I mean, next year.
Oh, I don't think LeBron has energy to do that, man. I think unless they get a third guy, because LeBron's like he's going to get hurt. Like he's been hurt 2 out of the last 3 years. He's going to be.
Mofo makes a good point about the acting, though.
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know.
That is true. That is true. But then Anthony Davis, he's soft. He's always getting hurt. I think the Lakers.
He's soft as fuck.
The Lakers need a third star if they want to go on some fucking 2000 and 2002 Laker type shit with Kobe and Shaq, they got to get that third star, man.
What do
Because
you do with Schroeder, dude?
they're probably gonna let him go. He can have because he's asking for 100 million. It's too much.
Who did you trade to get Schroeder? Do you remember that?
It was a Thunder, right? Who did they? I don't even know. Who did they give up?
It was probably like a three. It was probably like a 3-team trade or some shit. I forgot too, dude. But
maybe
they have to like do a sign and trade. They have to get something for him. They can't just let him go for free because they gave up something to get him, right?
But he's a free agent, so he might just walk away. It would have to be a sign and trade.
Who knows if he wants to do that though?
Yeah. Well, he might be gone. He might be gone, man.
Yeah.
And that
Montrezl Harrell is signed for 2 years, right?
Lonzo.
No.
Imagine.
The free agent market next year is very weak, dude. There's not very good free agents.
Yeah, 2022 is the big one. 2022 is the big one. Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry, I forget who else, but yeah, 2022 is the big.
It's going to be like 38 by then. 30 something.
Curry's going to be 35. LeBron would be
40.
Yeah, no, well, it's 2020. It's 2022. It's next summer. He'll be 37. It's next summer. Next summer, 2022. So he'll be 30. He'll be 37. Jordan, although Jordan retired at 39, but remember he only played 15 years. LeBron's in year 18.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That guy's been playing basketball for 18 years now.
Yeah, Jordan. Remember,
there's kids that were born.
He went to play baseball for 2 years, 16. And then he took 3 years off.
Yeah, there's a whole generation of kids that all their life he's been playing, dude.
Yep. Well, yeah. If you're 18 or younger, you've seen him his whole life. Your whole life. Like a high schooler that maybe just graduated this year has seen LeBron his whole life. Seriously.
Mofo says get Danny Green back. Okay, you traded Danny Green and a first rounder for Schroeder. Okay, you can't let him walk for free, bro. You got to get something for him. That's because you know what I mean.
It was a 3-team with Philadelphia then. So
I mean, it's probably like the 30th pick in the draft, right? But I mean, it's still a pick. Especially the Lakers. The Lakers draft well, bro. They drafted Julius Randle, freaking
they weren't patient. Ingram. They were not patient. If LeBron would have never came along, they would have that squad right now. It would be D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Lonzo Ball, Brendan Ingram, Jordan Clarkson. That would be the squad right now.
People don't really give them a lot of credit for the draft, bro, but they've drafted well, like the freaking Lakers front office, bro. Kuzma was like the 40th or some shit pick.
Yeah. I was there you go. Jeremy said he's been watching LeBron his whole life. He's 19 years old. Yep. So LeBron's since he was 1 year old.
Bro, look, it's gonna be a sad day in the NBA when he retires, dude.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna miss him. People hate him.
Like all that
people hate him and shit, but when he's gone, people are gonna be like, "Fuck, he's gone."
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Is Chris Paul free agent again? Okay, so Chris Paul, he still has the Houston contract, right? When did he sign that Houston contract? Because that's where he's still living off the Houston contract, I think. So when was that signed? Was that in 2017, 2018? I think it was 2018 or yeah. So that was 4 years. So yeah, it might expire.
4 years. So
I think it's in
1 more year. But he's gonna be the same age, bro. He's gonna be like 37.
Yeah,
38.
He's gonna be 36. Yeah.
Dallas is gonna be a problem in the future in the playoffs, dude, because of Luka. They're gonna be a problem, bro. You're gonna have to find some way to defend that guy.
Yeah,
because the Lakers, they play them. No, they're gonna miss them, right? They would play Utah.
Yeah, they would play Utah. Lakers would play. Who the fuck was the Lakers last year? They would play the Denver Portland. They played Denver Portland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Utah would take out Luka then.
You mean in 4?
Utah, they have a lot of dudes they could throw at him, right? Mitchell, Conley, Clarkson. They can make his life difficult
You're talking about,
if they're healthy.
What are you talking about?
Luka.
Luka in the second round with Jazz?
The Jazz have a lot of dudes that could make you they can keep up with him if they're healthy, right? We don't know how Mitchell's going to come back from that freaking injury or Conley. Clarkson's been playing well though.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, but I mean, they might be tired too, mentally and physically, if they do upset the Clippers. It might be one of those things where they beat the Clippers and then they lose in the second round because they're just so mentally. You know what I mean?
I mean, what you mean, dude?
I think that happened to the Warriors, right? They upset the Mavericks and then they lost in the second round because they were just so like. Because I remember Memphis, weren't they like the 8 or 7 seed and they made all the way to the Western Finals one year? Memphis.
Oh, I gotta look it up, man. I don't remember.
I think it was like 2000 and was it 11? Was that when I think the Mavericks beat them in the conference finals? Like, no, I don't remember, man.
Oh, you're right. 2011 was the year that the Mavericks they won the championship, right?
But the Mavericks beat the Thunder, I believe, in the conference finals. So it wasn't Memphis.
Yeah, no, Memphis. They beat Oklahoma City, beat Memphis, but it was in 7 games.
Okay. So same thing happened as the Warriors in 2007. They beat the Spurs and then they lost to the Thunder in the second round. Okay. So usually when they upset, they lose in the second round. The 2 teams that have upset it, the Warriors in 2007 and Memphis in 2011, they both lost in the second round. Yeah, because they're just mentally and physically you're just like exhausted. Caruso, we trust. Caruso, man, he was the 3rd best player on Wednesday after Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Yeah, he was, bro. That guy's super consistent, bro. He's every game he plays, he's gonna contribute. He's gonna play balls to the wall. He's a good addition to that team, bro.
From A&M. They love him here.
All right, Mr. C Sports Show. So we pretty much hit on all the topics because the Nets are about to tip off right now.
All right, guys.
I don't know if you. I don't know if you want to talk about anything we didn't mention.
Yeah, guys. Well, we'll see. Maybe I don't know, guys. I might take the night off and just do a video later on tonight. I'm very pissed off at my White Sox. I'm not gonna lie. We're getting a reality check this weekend. So
they lost to the Yankees.
Yeah, we fucking lost again.
We lost yesterday 2-1, right? Oh shit, bro.
We're doing terrible. We got shut out in 18 innings. 18 innings of play. We're getting shut out. We got shut out last night by Jordan Montgomery, and then today we got shut out by fucking Garrett Cole. We're fucked. We're gonna get swept.
What do you think about
we got Derek Keuchel tomorrow. He's not even that good. I don't know what happened. I think we're missing the bats of Elio and Luis Raw in this one. We weren't missing them in the past, but now we're playing a legit team. We're missing those 2 bats, Elio and yeah, it's not looking good, man. We might get swept.
Let me ask you, what do you think about La Russa? What he about that whole shit about
like what are you talking about? The Mercedes shit that got hit?
Yeah. Like the pitcher wanted to hit him, and he's like, I don't. That's okay with me.
Yeah, I think he speaks like he says a lot of shit he shouldn't say. I know he said the thing about he didn't know the rule about the extra innings, how you could pick the pinch runner for second base. Did you see what happened or no on that one? He
No.
we were playing. I think we were playing an NL team. We were playing Cincinnati. So Liam Hendricks, our closer, was the next hitter.
Okay.
And he struck out, and he thought that he had to be the pinch hitter the next inning. So he put him in to be the pinch runner.
He know the rules.
Why did you put your closer to be your pinch runner in the extra inning? He's like, well, I thought it was whoever made the final out. He's like, no, you can pick whoever you want. And that was embarrassing. He should just, oh man, and that was embarrassing. He didn't know the rule. And now this, yeah, sometimes he worries me sometimes that You could tell he's disconnected a little from baseball. He's too old school.
Man, he's super old school, dude. It's because he comes from a whole. Dude, okay, he played this Yankees, right? The series, bro. He was the last time he faced the Yankees was in 1979 as a manager. So bro, that's like what is it, like 40 years, like 50
Well, dude,
years?
they were showing
That's
that
insane, bro.
Girardi was his catcher. Think about that.
That's
That was
fucking
his
insane,
catcher.
dude.
I mean, and now George Girardi is like 56 years old, and he's managed with the Marlins, the Yankees, and the fucking Phillies. That's how old this guy is, dude. He was fucking managing George Girardi back in the day. You need Pujols power. Pinche gordo. Harden looking like a fat ass on the court. Ooh, damn.
He already
Well,
started.
It just started, right? It just started. Let's see what happens.
All right,
but yeah,
man.
it's not looking
let's go watch
good.
That shit.
It's a reality check. We might get swept. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Dallas Keuchel has not been that good this year. I don't even know who's pitching for the Yankees. But so far with Garrett Cole and Jordan Montgomery, they killed us. So
I kind of don't like him using Kopech so much out of the bullpen. Like it was cool at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But now, bro, he's a fucking arm. His arm's elite, bro. You gotta use him as a starter. He had him pitching in the game yesterday, right?
And he did get homered. Get Gleyber Torres homer off of him. I would say that.
Because, bro, when you're a starting pitcher, it's a whole different mindset when you're a reliever, and he's fucking bouncing him around like a ping pong. Okay, it was good at the beginning of the year because get him get his arm going, get him confidence. But now settle him down as a starter, bro. You don't need him. You don't need him as a reliever. You have good relievers already.
You know who like should replace him, but they're not going to do it. I don't think because of the money. Dallas Keuchel. Dallas Keuchel has been bad this year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if it was Dylan Cease or Carlos Rodon struggling, they would have been a long time ago because they're cheap contracts. But because the one that's struggling is Dallas Keuchel, they don't want to make the switch because they're like, we're gonna have I think he made like $50 million. We're gonna have a $50 million guy out of the bullpen. I think that's why they won't make the switch because fucking Dallas Keuchel's contract expensive as hell. But if it wasn't for the money, I think they would have made the switch already and have Kopech replace Keuchel in the starting rotation. Because everybody
hopefully they don't get swept, bro. That's all I'm saying. They gotta win that shit tomorrow, dude. Because if they get swept, that's gonna be a very bad look for the White Sox.
Yeah, it is. And then we got St. Louis, that's not a cupcake either. We got St. Louis after this, so it's a hard schedule right now. We better not go 1-6 or fucking 1-5. Terrible look for us. That might deflate our season. That might fuck everything up. If we fucking get a
no, don't say that.
1-5 or 0-6 versus St. Louis and New York, we might be fucked.
I think it could be growing pains. It's like because what happened with Mercedes and shit. I think the clubhouse is kind of pissed off at La Russa right now. I think there's gonna be some growing pains and shit. Hopefully they come.
The next game, you saw what happened. They were up 4-0 and they lost 5-4. The night after. Oh,
they gave it up in the bottom of the 8th or some shit, right?
I mean, I think they're 1-3 ever since that statement by La Russa. They've only won one game.
Right. And the Russa's an old dude, so he's not gonna like apologize. He's not gonna apologize and shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does, bro. Hopefully, I don't know. He's a smart dude. He's a really smart manager. There's a method to his madness, bro. So we'll see, dude. We'll see. All right, man. Let's get out of here and let's enjoy this Nets basketball game right now. Mr. C Sports Show, are you gonna come back and do the second half, bro? Live?
Not this game. I think it's going to be a blowout, but I might possibly do the Portland-Denver game. We'll see what happens.
All right. So, yeah,
guys.
Mr. C Sports will be back here. Portland and Denver Nuggets tonight. Everyone, thanks for watching. Mofo, stay cool. Jeremy, Jazz fan, everyone in the chat, man. Appreciate everyone. Karan.
Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
See ya.